Oh, vast heavens, what is this life, so twisted and unfair? Min is cursed with such bad luck that he seeks comfort from the king of hell. As he leaps, he wears a bitter smile, silently cursing his fate. That wretched life of his treated as trash while alive, and mere waste in death. Flashback to before, when Min and his two teammates ventured into the dungeon, a stark contrast to their attitudes. Min couldn't fight, he was just dragged along as a tool. Life's already cruel as ash, and then he gets stuck with terrible teammates. After slaying the rat, they make Min collect the remains because of his skill. Min's appraisal skill. Even as he walks, he trips, and they mock him endlessly. The mage Jolene joins in the teasing. Min has the weakest job class of all, so he endures it silently. From birth, everyone receives a job class from the goddess of light, and skills from the goddess of darkness. These skills can be trained to unlock new abilities, but job classes are unchangeable. Future success or failure hinges on sheer luck. The job system divides into 3 tiers. At the top, the elite class, incredibly rare, mostly for wealthy merchants or leaders. Second are people like Joy and Jolene, with classes like swordsman or mage. At the bottom of society is Min, with skills unfit for battle and no way to grow stronger. No matter what, most job classes are inherited from parents. Sadly, Min lost both at birth, so he inherited nothing. With no other path, he chose the dangerous route as an adventurer. He started with dreams of turning his life around, but soon realized how utterly brutal it is. Knowing the giant rat's front teeth are the most valuable, Min tries to pry them out, but it's beyond his strength. He asks for help, but that jerk won't lift a finger. They see it as the appraiser's job, and he's just the scavenger, so he handles the dirty work. When he glares back, he gets beaten like a dog. Jolene claims they risked their lives for him, so he should know his place. Hearing that, he swallows his anger and keeps working, fully aware this world is deeply unequal. The weak have no voice. Watching him dig out the rat's disgusting teeth, those two laugh and jeer. Though malicious, they're spot on. Appraiser is a worthless job, only good for collecting from dead monsters. It's easier than hauling the whole body, so Royd recruited someone like him. After gathering the valuables, Min presses on to survive. In this harsh world, it's the only way, even if it means being treated like scum. Deeper in, they stumble upon a powerful creature's corpse. Selling it would bring a fortune, so they urge Min to appraise it. He finds it strange, who leaves something like this behind? According to guild info, this beast shouldn't be here. Royd doesn't care, he tells Min to hurry up instead of arguing. Luckily, its teeth are easy to extract. But nearby there are many more. Min feels a chill. This map shows a straight path, so why has it changed like this? In the end, Min suggests they turn back. They refuse. It's easy money without effort, so why quit? If he wants to leave, he can go alone but leave the loot bag. Plus, they'll take his share since they've got him cornered. So, he obeys to keep his meager earnings, fearing no one else will take him on a team. That's why, despite being treated like a dog, he pushes through because at least these two took him in. Staring at the treasures, Min wonders why adventurers would leave materials like this. And who could take down so many at once? The answer soon emerges. These beasts weren't killed, they tore each other apart in a frenzy. Witnessing the horror, everyone freezes as if they fought one. They might not survive. The best plan, retreat now. But they need bait. That villain demands his companion use a paralyzing spell. It clicks, they cast it on Min to lure the beasts. Before fleeing, they wish him luck. Min boils with rage but can't fight back. The beasts swarm, tearing into him in agony. Yet, that pain breaks the paralysis. Min struggles, hurling rocks to smash one. He tosses the materials to buy time and crawls away. Unlucky again, he reaches a dead end. They've blocked the path. He scrambles into a side alley. But it's a dead end too. Misfortune piles on for this poor soul. Facing the brutal truth, he doesn't know what to do. Beasts behind, an endless abyss ahead. Either way leads to death. Cornered, Min smiles in despair. He thinks being devoured alive would be torture until the end. Falling might mean instant obliteration. Since it's all the same, he picks the gentler end, at least feeling the free fall in his final moments. He blames himself for being born a useless appraiser. There were times he wanted to escape his fate but kept trying. Yet, the heavens are blind, bringing more misery. He thought being an adventurer meant freedom, but Royd still looked down on him, forcing him to bow like a slave. And now, abandoned, stepping toward the endless void. Min stops blaming his job. No one chooses their birth, but everyone can choose how to live. He chose to be an adventurer instead of something else, and now he sees. It's all too late. So, Min throws himself down, wondering why he was born and if his past years meant anything. In the end, no achievements, dying in this forgotten place. What a wretched life. He hopes there's no next life, or the heavens might torment him again. He thought he'd died for good, but Min survives, landing in water. His tearful agony awakens someone. She approaches sadly, empathizing with his burdensome fate. She gently kisses his forehead, healing his wounds. Soon he wakes to see someone before him. Thinking it's a dream, he realizes it's the world tree once fully recovered, or, as it's known, the Tree of Ages. He's alive and completely healed. From one wonder to another, he's deeply grateful. The surroundings are magical, with waterfalls flowing. Appraising it, he learns the Tree of Ages has S-rank healing, surpassing any potion. Plus, it thrives without light, explaining its home in this dark dungeon. Legend says the Tree of Ages holds infinite mana, never depleting. Min can hardly believe his eyes. Humans use magic by absorbing mana from the air and converting it. This tree generates the vast mana that blankets the world. Centuries ago, the only one withered and vanished, so people thought they were gone, yet mana still exists, unexplained. Scholars theorized other trees of ages might remain, just undiscovered. They launched massive searches across continents, but found nothing. No surprise, since who expected one deep in a dungeon? Min feels grateful to the world tree for saving his life. Perhaps for the first time, he feels true happiness. Touching the tree, Min hears a call, but turning, no one's there. He thinks it's his imagination. So, he searches for a way out. It's eerily quiet, likely no monsters. Based on his senses, Min ventures on, knowing those two won't return. No food here either, so he risks it. Maybe he'll escape. Before leaving, he thanks the Tree of Ages and says goodbye, but he doesn't see the girl who saved him. Ahead is uncharted territory, no one has been here, so it's all about luck. Though afraid, Min presses forward, armed with a rock for defense. Walking, he's glad there are no monsters until his ear is suddenly sliced off. In a blur too fast to see, then his fingers, in excruciating pain, appraising, he sees Emmeline, the deep abyss death rank S, or, as known, a lesser demon that toys with prey before killing. That's why Min still lives, it could end him any time. Now, he's stabbed through his limbs. But the horror continues. That demon is one hit killed by something far worse. Min can't move, then claws blind his eyes. His body is crushed, bones shattered. The beast sees him as a meal. Luckily, the elf girl and her team arrive. She's powerful, blowing the monster's head off easily. Waking, Min sees his savior's beauty, bringing peace like a fairy from tales. Gazing at her, the one who saved him speaks, asking his daughter to brew tea for him. It's their kindness, so savor every drop. Before he understands, the tiny mother pours it down his throat. He tastes the exquisite flavor and compliments it, making her blush and wag like a puppy. He finds her adorable, but the mother hears, warning him against any ill intentions toward her daughter, or he'll log out permanently. Calming down, Min asks about his rescuer. She says she hates getting dirty, but Yuri insisted, so she cleared the monsters. So, be extra grateful to her daughter for saving him twice. The mother demands he kneel, but he just says thanks normally. Yuri beams, thrilled to be called so intimately. The mother isn't pleased, and kicks him, stomping like he's a rag. How dare he flirt? Yuri stops her, worried about more broken bones. Hearing them call each other mother and daughter, Min asks how this tiny one birthed such a stunning beauty. Truly, their bond is like blood family. She's Ursula, guardian of the world tree. Confused, he learns 9 world trees exist, and the strong protect them from threats. That's the guardian's duty. She's been with this tree since it sprouted, and as he suspected, Yuri is the Tree of Ages. Simply put, for his simple mind, she's a spirit. Min gets it all, leans in to admire, no wonder she's so beautiful. Yuri blushes furiously, steam rising. The tiny mother stomps on him again. How dare he leer? Ursula asks if he wants his eyes gouged. He remembers one eye is already blind, plus other severe wounds. The short one explains that the tree's drops heal everything, but his eye was too destroyed. So, they made a new one from the spirit's eye, granting great benefits. If not for Yuri's begging, they wouldn't have. She wanted him to see the world with both eyes. Shocked, he asks why she did so much. She shyly says he's the first to thank her sincerely. His warm touch on the tree made her feel joy, so she helped fully. Ursula notes few fall here, and Yuri always saves them, but none ever thanked her, they even broke branches. But Min is different, not greedy. Despite knowing the tree's value from his skill, grateful, he thanks her again, calling her his lifesaver. To stop their flirting, the mother shoos him away. Yuri protests. It's dangerous outside. Min's weak, he'd die to those monsters. Ursula doesn't care. His fate is his own. Guardians can't leave the tree, so getting him out safely is impossible. Hearing this despair, Yuri cries, breaking the mother's heart. She soothes her, saying she has a plan. Though annoyed with humans, for her daughter, Ursula relents. From now on, She'll train him until he's strong enough to leave. Yuri rejoices, hugging her mother. Min is stunned, they'll let him survive and escape. Overjoyed, he jumps and hugs them both. What an opportunist. Ursula thinks he should be proud, trained by the world's strongest sage. Of course, if he fails, she'll torture him to death. Determined, he begs for guidance and steps into the dungeon again. First lesson: control the spirit eye's power. He wants theory first, but Ursula has no time. They jump straight to combat. He won't die anyway, so no worries. She points ahead, tells him to look, but he sees nothing. Frustrated, she kicks him for being dense. That eye has a piece of the world tree, use it. Adapting, he sees the beautiful girl's form. Opening his eyes, the dark space sharpens. Training begins as she summons a rank S gremlin. It likes playing with the weak, so it won't kill immediately. To survive, dodge its moves, seems impossible, but with his enhanced appraisal, it's doable. Combining it with the spirit eye unlocks a new ability. Trying it, he not only appraises the monster but predicts its attacks. The cost: his ear gets sliced, so she heals it with tree water. Yuri knew it'd happen, so she prepared. Ursula smirks, saying he won't die, so enjoy. Desperate, he activates it again. Knowing it targets his left leg, he dodges for the first time. Evading a rank S monster's hit thrilling. Min realizes the spirit eye lets him foresee every enemy intent. He celebrates with his master, only to get slashed for being careless. The pain fuels his resolve to master predicting the future, like breathing. Only then can he transform into something greater. Cut to a week later, he's mastered future sight, so Ursula moves to combat training. Goal: defeat that tricky gremlin. He worries as a support class. She has it planned, giving him a sword from the world tree. One swing, and he knows it's the straightest, finest branch from Yuri. She endured pain to give it. If he damages it, he's dead. He vows to cherish it forever. With the eye, he can predict movements and counter, but as a normal human, hitting it's tough. The key: use the spirit eye to boost his fighting. It's more than appraisal. Activating it, time slows around him. Seizing the moment, he strikes, slamming the gremlin into the ground. He thinks his strength surged, realizing in slowed time, his blows pack immense power. For the first time, the underdog fells a rank S monster. Ursula slaps him for celebrating early. Next task: clear all gremlins here. With the eye mastered, it's effortless. Next lesson: appraise a monster's ability and make it your own. Humans grow skills through learning, so he can do it. Normally, he just appraises and uses the info. With the spirit eye, he can steal skills, but it's hard. His body isn't used to high speeds. After learning, his mind throbs like absorbing data. Ursula tests him. He's faster now, but not gremlin level. His body breaks from the strain. From now he'll run endlessly to master speed, healing each break. Repeat thousands of times, she'll grow unbelievably strong. Days later, he feels ready to take down that bear from before, so he asks his master. She scolds him too soon, so she'll teach him the sage's ultimate appraisal. Excited, he listens. She's reluctant, like forced by her daughter. Among her skills, one he'll learn: spell cancellation. In other words, cast magic by thought, not chance. Appraising her skill, he acquires it. The price: his body feels like exploding, but he analyzes through the pain. 5 days later, he realizes his magic is low, blacking out mid-cast. Each time, Yuri boosts his mana with tree water. To grow, he must push to his limits. Only when empty can it increase. After training, he fires 1,000 fireballs at once, unbelievable. All stats rise from analyzing gremlin and sage skills. Ursula deems him ready, sending him to rematch the bear. Arriving, he's terrified from the last beating. She encourages him. He's stronger now, so use all he's learned in an all-out fight. Resolved, he faces the bear and challenges it. Opening with fireballs, but they're weak. He dashes at super speed, but predictable. Future sight saves him. He counters first. Besides fire, he masters intermediate wind magic, but it's not his strength, so damage is minimal. Thinking a prolonged fight will win, he unleashes thousands of fireballs. The bear burns and falls. Victory to him. He feels powerful, joyful. He'll never be looked down on again, no longer needing to chant like typical mages. By appraising his master's skills, the young hero learned that ability. But the price was steepest. Body felt like it was exploding apart. But he kept pushing to analyze all the info. About 5 days later, Ein realized his body had very little magic power, often blacking out during spells. Each time, Yuri used water from the world tree to help. To boost his total magic reserves. To achieve that, the young hero had to constantly push himself to the limit. Otherwise, if even a bit of magic remained, it wouldn't increase. After some intense training, he can now fire off 1,000 fireballs at once. Truly awe-inspiring. All his stats soared thanks to analyzing the skills of Gremlin and his master. Ursula felt this was enough, so she urged her disciple to rematch the bear. Upon arriving, he showed fear, remembering the brutal beating before. But his master encouraged him, saying he was stronger now and had nothing to worry about. Just harness every bit of knowledge learned to clash fiercely with it. With unyielding resolve, he stood before the massive bear and challenged it to a showdown. He unleashed a barrage of fireballs to start, but they were still a bit weak. Seeing that, men dashed in with super speed, but it was too predictable. Luckily, with the power to foresee the future, he countered before getting hit. Beyond fire magic, he now mastered intermediate wind spells too. Yet, he wasn't naturally gifted in this, so the damage was minimal. Thinking that a prolonged fight would end it, Ein kept hurling thousands of fireballs at the foe. The bear was scorched and finally collapsed, securing victory for men. He felt incredibly strong, overjoyed that he'd never be underestimated again.